cracking Hot House operatives? It's your baby mama's favorite cousin, Cousin T-Tall. And today we are going ahead with part 2 of Halloween threesomes. Now, these are selected instances that I've chosen because I have the pictures from them, 1, but 2, because they represent very unique perspectives and unique situations in which a threesome unfolded. And I wanted to use these as teachable moments in terms of the logistics of a threesome, why you would want to explore the threesome aspect of your intimacy index, and the benefits of leveraging the relationships that you create on your journey of masculine mastery. So today's threesome story is entitled The Doe. Okay, now this one includes my favorite ride or die. Okay, those who are familiar with the Select Man roster, I'll put that on the screen right now, know that I really appreciate the relationships and the various dynamics that I manage and curate. And though it may not be a compatible dynamic for some men, I highly recommend that the majority of men explore these specific sort of dynamics with the women in their lives. Now, I've done some formal videos detailing the various levels of the Select Man roster, and I invite you to go check those out so that you get more background on what I mean when I say my favorite ride or die. Now, because she's my favorite ride or die, it indicates that I have a few or multiple ride or dies. That's not often the case for most men. Most men will just have one ride or die. They'll have a pretty young thing. They'll have someone who's artistic on their roster, and of course they'll have the rotational ones, which are the satellite and so on. This particular instance, and just to give the setup, so I'm dressed as Anubis, of course, you can see from the pictures, and my favorite ride or die is dressed as Cleopatra. This particular scenario took place in a section of Chicago called River North. Now, anyone familiar with Chicago's River North knows that it is a hub of different bars, eateries, and clubs. And so we were doing a club/bar crawl for this particular Halloween evening, and all of the people who were out and about that evening were definitely friendly, definitely up to take pictures and to give out hugs. This young lady in particular, her husband happened to be there with the group, and he was prodding her to hurry the fuck up, all right, and get back over to him, which I don't blame him. She's getting hit with that ASP Holy Ghost, so what are you gonna do? In any case, my ride or die in this instance, I have to point this out to you, gentlemen. She does not have the type of game that is necessary to go and get a threesome. Now, what do I mean by that? When a woman understands the man that she's with, she understands what he likes, she understands the mission, basically. And she has the chops or the vocabulary or the game, basically, to go and set up a potential target or another female to be brought into the scenario. A case in point of that is, of course, the Self-Improvement Summit in Washington, D.C. This is my play cousin, okay? We've had some crazy nights out together. She knows what I like. She knows how to interact with different women. Hell, she was interacting with women and men at the after event. And when it came time for it, she opened up what would potentially and eventually end up being a after party scenario at the self-improvement summit, shown in this picture right here. This is us leaving the first venue on our way to the next, and then subsequently to the hotel. So the takeaway from this is that being very honest with your ride or die or your partner, depending on what level of the roster system you are employing for yourself, talk to her, have these conversations about what you like. Don't be awkward, don't feel intimidated by expressing the variety of body types you enjoy, what eye colors you like, what hairstyles you like, how tall or short or fit or thick a woman that you'd like to bring into your dynamic should be like. That way, the woman who is on your roster, be it your ride or die, queen bee, PYT or whatever, will have that working understanding when it's time for you guys to go out and be in a social setting, so that she could potentially be the one that initiates the contact between you and the potential target. So that's just a little takeaway from this. Now, what happened in this particular scenario with my favorite ride or die is that upon entering the second venue during this bar crawl for the evening, I immediately spotted this tall drink of water here. Okay, now, gentlemen, if you know this person, I tried not to, the people that I could blur out, I blurred out. If they had a mask on, I left it like it is. The reason why I don't like to put faces in these images is because somebody knows somebody. Everybody knows somebody, right? So this person has on a lot of makeup, and hopefully, no one recognizes this person. But immediately drawn to this person. She was a recent college grad, and she was actually there with her girlfriend. And they were just taking in the scene, enjoying the party. I mean, it's Halloween in Chicago. It's epic. The music is going. Everybody's taking pictures with everybody. The energy is live. And this is the space and the scene that is the most enjoyable when you're interacting with any woman on your roster, but in particular your ride or die, because really, there are no preconceived notions, no expectations for the evening. You plot out your plan, obviously. You tell her what would be cool to go down, but you're given to the energy of the moment. You're given to the scenario itself as it unfolds. Now, I personally knew that my ride or die did not have the type of game to grab the target that I would appreciate. Okay, so I took it upon myself, to position myself to initiate this interaction. Now, let's be honest, technicians, you are all familiar with Scorpio's 7 steps of seduction, and I mean, I know you know it like the back of your hands, right? Just for reference, let's quickly review: stand, enchant, touch hand, command, confirm, complete, repeat. Now, in this particular scenario, I used the first